Hi there, Kevin Tharp here. Today I want to talk about landing pages, and the best way to talk about landing pages is actually go out and look and see who's doing what. And so I've gone to Facebook because there's always a call to, there's always some kind of an ad going on over here that is calling you to what is a landing page. So the way that this works is you have a call to action in a ad somewhere. Now in this case, that call to action is apply now. So they give you a little bit about information, learn about ASU online, gives you the address, and then the apply now. That's the call to action. That's what they want you to do. So when you click on that link, what it does is it brings you to this page. Now this page is what is called a landing page. If we go to the ASU, if we go to that site, you'll notice that there's the global navigation here, context-specific navigation. But on this landing page, all there really is the information that you need to get started. It hits you right in the face, and what it's trying to do is get you to enter your information into their site. This is a really common way to do that. If I were selling a book, I would have the book on here, a little bit about the book, and then I would have a place where you can go to a shopping cart, enter it into your shopping cart, and then you would go the rest of the way through the funnel. So this is what we're talking about on a landing page. So the purpose of this landing page is that it comes from an external source of some type, and then it brings you into a place where there is a call to action. And what they're trying to do is for you to click this submit for more information. When they do that, they have gathered your information. That is the completion of the goal, because once they have you in that funnel, moving you further down that funnel, then they can communicate back with you. They have your information, and they know that you're interested in their product. So there's a good chance that they're going to have the ability to complete the sell, or a better chance of having them complete the sell. So really what this is a lead generation website that this page happens to be here. So sometimes they're e-commerce, sometimes they're lead generation, sometimes they're subscriptions, whatever. For your assignment, you have to do a lead generation or a subscription website. And so you will be creating a document or a page like this that is not accessible from your global navigation. The only place that this is accessible from is from this ad, in this case that was on Facebook. So that's the path that we're talking about, is moving you towards that completion. So if we were to look at this from a diagram approach, here's a revised version of that diagram that only shows the documents that are going to be included in your funnel. So you won't actually be creating the Facebook ad. So what we're going to do is we're going to assume that there is, and it doesn't have to be Facebook, that's just an illustration of what we were looking at. There's going to be some ad somewhere out on the internet. Either it's an email link to a document, or a Facebook ad, or something like that, that's going to bring you to the landing page. So you're going to create one landing page. Now, in some cases they have, for instance in this case, they've got the form on that page, but that's not how I want you to do it. I want you to have a separate sign-up page. So there's going to be a landing page that you're going to do that's going to focus on some specific content. So you're targeting some aspect, some idea, some very specific thing that you're trying to get people to your site on. So this landing page is going to talk specifically to that one. In the example we had, it was information about signing up for online. Now, in your case, you're going to have a second page, which is where you're going to have the form. So that's where we're going to bring this form in. So if we were doing it the way that, if ASU was doing it the way that we are doing it in our example, they would have a link to this next page, and then in this page is where you would have this form. So that form is going to go in this sign up page, and the place that you'll get the content from that form is actually from MailChimp. So you would have set up your MailChimp account in the HTML email lab, and then what you would do is you go into these lists. inside of these lists, you'll create a list. You created a list for your HTML email. You created a list for your case study part 7, and then you'll create another list for this assignment. So you'll actually have 3 lists. And what you'll do is you'll go into sign up forms. And within the sign up forms, the embedded forms, what it does is it gives you the ability to come in and copy and paste this code and place it into the HTML within the PHP document that you're going to have for your sign up page. So you'll actually take this code. They do all the coding for you. Now you can modify what information you want to have them gather in these pages. And then, so what that's going to do within this, you'll put that code here. When they click the submit button, what it's going to do is it's going to submit their contact details to your list in MailChimp. And then what it's going to do is it's going to give them an email opt-in confirmation. And so what you do then, if you go in and you look at general forms, you'll see that it's got build, design, translate, sign up forms, and response emails. So you'll go in there, and that's where you're going to be looking at. This is what we want to look at. When you go into the response emails, you're going to go to sign up for the thank you page, or sign up or thank you page. And what you're going to do is you're going to enter a URL in here so that instead of them getting this page when they're done, which is the default, what you're going to do is you're going to grab the email from this completion, or the URL from this completion or thank you page, and you're going to post it in there, so that what happens is after they do the email opt-in and they send that information back, what it's going to do is it's going to send them back to your site so for that completion and thank you page. And that is the last page of the funnel. So this is where they actually complete the goal, and then this is you're just following up and saying thank you. So the way this is going to look is you're going to have 1, 2, 3 pages that are part of this process of signing up or completing the goal. These 3 pages will be in your site. Then you're going to have a MailChimp list set up specifically for this assignment, and you will have to take care of the email opt-in and confirmation, and then that will link them to the 3rd page on your site, which is the completion and thank you. Now, you also need to understand that this all sits within your website. So you're also going to have all of those other pages that you have indicated in your architecture that are part of the normal part of your site that people would see if they went to your site without following that. So it would look more like this, and you would have all of these home pages built into your site. So this is the navigation that they are, but that's just to you're not doing an ASU site, but that illustrates what you're going to have to do. So this funnel lives within your website, but it isn't visible from the global navigation. That's the nature of the funnel, is you're moving them through a series of pages, and these happen to actually be part of the funnel, but they're not in your website. So hopefully that clears up landing pages, and you have a better understanding of what we're doing.